In this tutorial, we will explore how to render and sync content to the LEDWAL builder. To achieve perfect video sync on the LEDWAL when exporting, the best method is to use PNG files. If you have a video file, make sure to export it as a PNG sequence. I will use Adobe Premiere Pro for this. I will speed up this process as you can use any software to export your PNG sequence. In the end, you must have a folder with your PNG sequence export. Back in Unreal Engine, let's create a new folder to store our media files. To start, let's create an image video source that will contain our PNG sequence files. Let's open the media source and choose the sequence path of our files. Make sure to match your frame rate with the exported sequence. In my case, it was 29.97. To test it, click the Open button. Your PNG sequence should play. I will create a second image media source for my second and third LED screens. Now back to the content browser. Let's create a media player to hold our image media source. Select Video Output Media Texture Asset. To test the functionality, let's open the newly created media player and select the image media source asset. I will create another media player for my second and third LED screens. Back in Unreal Editor, let's start assigning the new assets to the LEDWAL builder screen. First, we are going to assign the media player. Then assign the image media source and the video player texture. These assets assigned in the editor will be used only as a preview and are not needed for the final render. I will assign the assets to the second and third screens. They will both have the same assets as their video content is the same. Now we need to create a camera actor. Set up your camera as you wish. This will be the output view of our rendering. Next, let's create our sequence that will be used for the final render. We will add the camera to the sequence. This will create the camera cut. Without the camera cut, the sequence will render from the player's start position. You can animate the camera as you wish. When you are ready to render your final scene, ensure that Play Video in the LEDWAL Builder Actor settings is turned off. From the content browser, drag and drop the image media source into your sequence. Adjust the length to fit your timeline as needed. It's very important to assign the media player texture to the image media source in the sequencer. To do that, right-click the image media source, select Properties, and assign your asset in the Media Texture option. After assigning all the assets in the sequencer, play the timeline to see the video content. Before rendering, I will adjust the camera animation. Now, we are ready to render the final sequence. By using a PNG sequence, the video syncs perfectly to our timeline. I will use basic rendering settings for this tutorial, but you can apply your own settings. When finished, the render will start. You can see in the render preview that the LED wall displays the content. At the end, you will find your video rendered with the LEDWAL Builder content perfectly in sync.